Hey there, what's going on? Robert here from robertsproductions.net with another Vegas Pro 12 tutorial. Today we're going to be taking a look at a highly requested yet very simple effect. Let's go ahead and take a look at that. Alright, if you notice, the video starts flickering to the music and kind of transitions over to the next clip. I'm sure you've seen this before. It's commonly used in music videos. Now, this can be done in just about any video editing program out there, not just Vegas. With that said, we'll start off with a clean slate. We have 3 clips here in our project media window. We have the song, and then we have our A and our B roll footage. So I'm going to go ahead and drag in our A roll by right-clicking, holding that down, dragging that in. And when I let go, it's going to bring up the menu since I only want to bring the video only across time. So it's going to also ask me if I want to match my project video settings, and sure, why not? All the footage is going to be the same, so I can have it match it. So now I want to bring in the B-roll, and this is going to be what this clip is going to flash to kind of introduce the next clip that's coming after the flash. So I'm just going to right click and bring that in since I want to bring the video only as well across time. And here we have these 2 clips. So I'm going to zoom out a bit with the scroll wheel on the mouse. And lastly, we have to bring the music in. So I'm just going to click here and drag this up. Find the music, bring that right down here at the very bottom. Alright, so we can give this a preview to kind of figure out where the beat starts. Alright, so it starts around here. And since I'm a little constrained here for recording, I'm going to hit F11 to bring the timeline up into full view. And I don't really need the preview window right now anyway. So I am going to basically work off of the audio waveform to figure out where these flashes should occur. So I'm going to zoom in right where this playhead is by using the mouse wheel. And that's going to zoom in right there. And now we can kind of preview this, see where it really starts. Okay, so it starts right around here. And I believe that's the first one. Now we're gonna have to move frame by frame for this. So let's go ahead and get started. There's a few different ways that you can go through here, and we'll be taking a look at that shortly. So I'm actually going to just move 1 frame forward, select 1 frame there. And with this top clip selected, make sure that it is selected. You can hit delete. Alright, so that's our first flash. And it's going to flash right to the bottom clip. If we hit F11, you can see that right in here. Okay, so now we can move forward a bit. You can use the arrow keys to move forward since we're so zoomed in. And we can play this some more. But we have a problem. If I hit the space bar to play this, it moves so quick and I lose my track. It's kind of hard to, see what you're doing. So you can actually use some of the keyboard shortcut keys, J, K, and L. So K is going to stop the video, L is going to move forward, and J is going to move back, as you can see there. So what I want to do is hold down K and then press L, and you'll see what happens. And then hit K to stop. So it'll play in slow motion. I can also hold down K and hit J to play in slow motion backwards. And of course, if you just hit L multiple times, you'll actually fast forward. Okay, so let's go back to where we were. And we can move forward a few frames. So there's the first slap, I like to call it. Then we have another slap right around here. And you can use the arrow keys to move very precisely. Was it here? Yeah. And then you can hit the space bar. So here's our next frame that we need to take out. Just click and drag to move 1 frame forward. And this top clip should still be selected. You can just press delete again. And then move forward on to the next sound. So we can just hold down K forward. Let's deselect that. Hold down K, go forward. Okay, so we have another slap right there. right here. And then we can move forward with our arrow keys. Now it doesn't have to be perfectly precise. We can just select one frame there and delete that out. Now if you are annoyed by this snapping and you're not able to click and select this area right here, you can just go to Options, Quantize to Frames, shortcut keys Alt F8, and now you can click anywhere you want. Alright, but I'm going to go ahead and leave that on. Okay, so let's hit K, move forward. There's another slap. So you can use the mouse or you can use the arrow keys, whatever you feel more comfortable with. And we can delete that section out. I believe we have another slap right there. And we can select one frame and delete that out. All with the top clip selected there. We can move forward a bit more, deselect that. We have another slap right here. And you can kind of tell the way the waveform is moving there, where the slaps are. So for instance, there might be one here and there might be one here. Let's go ahead and see if that's true. Oh, there's one right here. Okay, just select that and delete. Let's see how many more of these do we have. Okay, so now it gets crazy. And when you get to this part, you really have to be precise. You can zoom in a little more and see what's going on. If the K and the L keys aren't going slow enough, you can come down here and use the scrub control and barely move this forward. But be careful, because it can be easy to lose your spot if you get carried away being so zoomed in. So let me barely move this forward, 0.04, slap. Okay, so I can kind of see where everything's happening. Now I can mark these areas if I want. Right here we have the first slap, and as you can see, we're so zoomed in that the first frame is not letting us go in there, but we're going to start the first frame right here. So I'm just going to hit M to add a marker there. You can name it if you want, but I'm not going to. I believe we have another slap right here if we play that. Alright, so let's go ahead and delete this first frame here and see how that looks. And I'm actually going to just move forward a frame and delete this frame. Let's see. Move forward a frame, skip a frame, delete that frame. And then let's see if we still have the sounds coming in. Alright. And then it starts again right here. So we can delete that, skip a frame, delete that. I believe this is all together again. Yes. Okay, so dun. There's another one here. Dun. We can just skip and delete this area. Move forward, see if we still have that going on. Okay, so it seems okay for now. And you can see all the cuts that we made there. Let's hit F11 and preview this. If your computer can't handle the playback here, you can always pre-render it by hitting Shift M. And let's go ahead and see how this is going to handle it. Okay, so let's hit Shift M and just, you can match the project settings. It really doesn't matter much what format you put, and we can just pre-render that real fast and then play that. I feel like we're missing. There's one right there that we missed, I think. So we can just select that one frame there. Boom, delete, and let's preview that now. We can re-render this. Shift M, render. So that doesn't look too bad. And we can play this from the beginning. Yeah, that looks pretty good. Okay, and then again, if you really need to get precise, remember you can turn off the quantize to frames here in the options. It's just, you really need to watch what frames you're moving in. As you can see here, from 10 to 11, I'm selecting only one frame there, as you can see. If I turn off quantize to frames, the single frame snapping doesn't really happen. So you can see I can move this far and the frame doesn't go. So you don't get the frame snapping as you do with the quantize to frame, since you can move freely. And if I actually delete a section that's only in 13 seconds, it won't even show up. So if I preview this, you won't even see that flash in there. You can't even see that flash since the clip is cut within a single frame. So that won't work. And that's basically all there is to it. Let me bring up another example of what you can do if you don't want to transition. As you can see down here, I didn't want the transition, but I just wanted to kind of blink with another clip underneath. In this case, we have cars underneath. If I just solo that layer, you can see we have a car. And then the clip on top just blinks every other frame. And we can preview that, see how that looks. Let me just render this real quick. All right. So you can just see it just blinks. So it's as simple as just getting down in there and deleting clips every other frame to create that blink effect. It can be a little time consuming, but there may be a plugin out there that does this automatically. I know there is one for Final Cut Pro. Haven't came across one for Vegas yet, but there could be. So there you have it, creating that music video flicker effect in Sony Vegas Pro 12. Hopefully this helped. You can always follow me on Twitter to stay up to date with things, as well as Facebook, and subscribe right here on YouTube. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you all in the next one.